Welcome everyone to another Wednesday night, The Fundamentals to Gain Inner Peace with your host, Coach Menachem Bernfeld. And tonight we're going to be discussing how to breathe in joy. Breathe in joy, a journey to positive emotions. So if we're talking about emotions, we need to have both. Positive and sometimes not so positive. So wouldn't you love to be able to breathe in some joy? And the question that many ask is it a choice, something that I can choose? Well, it's a good question. And that's what we will be discussing today. Do a short guided meditation to see if it actually works. And if we can do that, that's amazing, worth a lot of money to find some joy in our life, to breathe and feel joy. So before we get started, as always, let's take a moment to get grounded. Just how are you? How was your day? Where are you? How are you feeling? Becoming aware. Okay, so take a deep breath. Deep breath in, both feet on the floor. And just feel what you feel, whatever comes up, and let it all out. And again, a deep breath in. You deserve a few minutes to become aware and let go. And then turn inwards, just become aware of what your body feels. There's no right or wrong, it just is. Coming into the room, being in the moment. There is no before, there's no after. It's only now. Just for a few minutes. Not always easy to be in the present moment, but if you can spend a few minutes every day in the present moment, just be there. Not always is it comfortable. Things come up, and that's okay. Just breathe in and out. Breathe deep breaths. Mm. Mm. Another one. Okay. Just be aware of what you feel. It's amazing. Okay, so the past few weeks we've been discussing, we've been on a healing journey, connecting with our inner child a little bit, with writing, meditation. And connecting with our inner child is not always easy. Not always easy to be aware of what it wants to bring up. And like we discussed, it's very important to have compassion, self-compassion, because it does bring up things that there's a reason why you didn't want to listen to it till now. So now that we're learning how to be there and listen to it, we need a lot of compassion, self-compassion. It's always easier to have compassion for others. When somebody calls you, a friend calls you, you can always be there for them. But for ourselves, that's where the challenge is. For ourselves, we learn how to be there for ourselves. We also deserve it. And last week we discussed how to create and hold that safe space, to hold that space. You're creating a space where you let yourself be, let emotions come up, and it's okay. You let it come up, whatever comes up. Now, everybody's different. Some people, they have an amazing life, positive life. When they sit down and breathe, they take it all in, which is beautiful. Others, when they stop for a few minutes and do some meditation or breathing, all they become aware of is emotions and feelings that they don't want to be aware of. And it's hard. So we discussed many times, we have to be able to see the full picture. If you only see negative, or if you only see positive, then we need some work. There has to be some work done because we all have both. We all have both, like the example is the cup, half full and half empty. So you might ask me, why can't my life be full? Why does it have to be half full? My cup is full and I'm always positive and it's always amazing. So it's something to think about. But in short, if we have expectations or if we have wants and needs, automatically there are things that are not going to work exactly the way we want. You might always push it away and say it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, but that means you're not aware of the emotions that come up. And then, in other words, how I would say it is, if as long as you're human, we have ups and downs. A malach maybe has only ups, but as long as you're here, you're listening to me, so we're in this together, we're all human, we have ups and downs. But if you're not aware of the downs, that might be a little bit of a denial and not being in touch with our emotions. If you only see downs and you're not aware of the ups, then that's also something to work on because we all have both. And tonight we'll be going into some positives. But what's important is that there are many people you can ask them, tell me something positive in your life. Tell me something you're looking forward, something you're excited about, and they don't have. It's always negative, it's not good. If you find yourself in that situation, then not a good idea to do some inner work, um, connecting with your inner child. It's just gonna get worse. And to do it by yourself, for sure not. You need some help, somebody to hold your hands, to be able to be there for you. And what you have to start is find something, we have to create a toolbox to find something that you'll be able to hold on to while you're on that inner journey, while you're connecting with your inner child, while you're thinking about why my life is so negative, what do I feel, I'm becoming aware of all these feelings. While you go down that rabbit hole, it could be very dark, black, and it's hard. You have to be able to come out. You can't be there all day. So we have to work on having some positives, some tools. And that's why self-care is so important. And for beginners, many people ask, what's self-care? And I still see people ask the same question. There are people out there who are still not aware of what self-care is. But if you don't know what self-care is, don't start this journey. Becoming aware of the negatives without being able to take care of yourself, to be there for yourself, is not a good idea. So tonight, we're going to go into a little bit more positive, being able to connect to some joy in our life, some positive emotions. So before we start, if you have a pen and paper, you can make a line on the paper, and one side write positive, the other side you can write challenges in life. Okay. Now write down three things on the positive side, three things in your life that you enjoy, that you look forward, that you're excited, that you like. Just positive. It doesn't have to be anything major. And then on the left side, you can write the challenges in your life, things that are not working out, things that you would wish be different if you could only change it, and all of those things that bother you, to say the least. Okay, I'm gonna wait. And you can see which one is easier. For some people, positive is easier. Some people, challenges. And if you're listening to recording, you can stop and just see what comes up And it's an important awareness to see what, for if it's more positive things, you're writing positive, and when you stop, okay, let me write negative, hmm, nothing comes up. That's an awareness, just to be aware of that. And then a lot of people are writing the negatives, a lot of negatives. Okay, now go to the positive side. Hmm, what should I write? You have to start thinking, what's positive in my life? Just be aware of that. Just being aware, because what we want is the full picture. We want to be able to see both, because we all have both. We all have ups and downs. So just be aware of that. Okay, beautiful. So now I hope you had a chance to write both. Very good. And some of you didn't even write anything. That's fine. That's okay. Just that's another awareness. Be aware. I'm listening and I'm not following. That's okay. And for others, it's hard. Positives are hard and the negatives are hard. Okay, so we have to discuss that. Talk about it. Understand what's going on. So let's do the short meditation, guided meditation, and it's going to be about tapping into some positives, positive feelings, and let's see what comes up. And we'll see where it takes us. Okay. Good. You can put down the pencil. Beautiful. Fold the paper. Nobody has to see it. It's all for you. And now let's take a few minutes. Make yourself comfortable, sitting or laying down. Take a deep breath and let's start the guided meditation. All you have to do is listen to my voice. Okay, here we go. You're ready to start? Yeah, you look like you're ready. Okay, start by taking 3 deep breaths in and out. Inhaling deeply through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth. And let go of any tension as you breathe out. Another deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Another deep breath in and let it all out. Release tension, let it drift away. Notice your natural rhythm, how the air feels as it enters your nose and fills your lungs, how it gently leaves your body. Allow your breath to be soft and steady in and out. Now imagine a warm light. It could be a white light or the sun just shining on you, shining on your head, filled with love, joy, and peace. Every breath in, visualize the light slowly going into yourself, filling your body with warmth and comfort. Take another deep breath and feel it fill you up with joy, warmth, and comfort. Feel the light moving down to your head, your neck, your chest, your arms, all the way down to your legs, your feet. Let it in As it fills your body, feel a sense of relaxation and positive energy expanding within you. Deep breath in and out. Now bring to your mind something or someone you're grateful for, something that makes you feel gratitude. It could be a person, a moment, or something simple, just laying in the sun, something that you can feel grateful for. Focus on this feeling of gratitude. And once you feel it, let it grow within you, expanding with each breath. Let this feeling fill your heart. Deep breath in and let this feeling fill it up, fill you up. Feel it in your whole body. You can invite feelings of love, joy, and peace to fill your mind and body. Imagine these emotions as a bright light swirling around your heart and expanding outwards into your body. Picture yourself smiling, feeling lighter and more uplifted with every moment, with every breath. Let it go in and expand. Beautiful. Another deep breath in and feel it. Just feel whatever comes up. And while you feel this joy, love, and peace, you can quietly say these affirmations. I am worthy of joy. I am worthy of joy. I welcome love and peace into my life. I welcome love and peace into my life. I allow positive emotions to fill my heart. I allow positive emotions to fill my heart. Feel these words resonate within you, connecting with the positive energy. Feel it in your body. Another deep breath. And let this feeling go into all the parts of your body and just feel it. Sit with it, enjoy it, and take it in. And if you're listening to the recording, you can press pause and stay there as long as you want. And for now, just become aware of how you feel. You can open your eyes. Slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your body if you need it. And take a moment to notice how you feel. Just carrying this sense of positivity and how you can feel this way. And whenever you want, you can always come back to this feeling. Amazing. Now feel free to share in the chat to let me know what came up for you, what feelings came up. Amazing, awesome, relaxed. It was hard for me. I almost fell asleep. This is amazing awareness. Please keep it coming. Very good. So that means it's actually working. But I do, it's interesting. I mentioned it many times. 3 minutes. Look what 3 minutes can do. For those who feel relaxed, for those who feel that they're almost falling asleep, for those who feel this is what I needed. It's just 3 minutes. Wow. The first time I'm realizing that I don't let subconsciously, I don't let uh, love and joy and peace into my life. That's an amazing awareness. Haven't felt such a sense of peace and calm wash over me. It's a long time. You all deserve to do this more often, not only Wednesday night when I show up, but I do want to thank you for showing up. Find at least once a day to just breathe in and focus on the positive. For those who had a hard time connecting, and if it's your first time, many people are like that. You're not the only one. For some people, it's Spanish. They don't understand what it's all about, and that's okay. Let's not be so harsh. Just be aware that there is something that you're not aware of yet, whatever it is. And you might want to try, listen to the recording, and try it again and see the resistance. Many people have resistance of feeling positive emotions, and it's an awareness. If you're one of them, just be aware that my body, my mind doesn't let me feel positive emotions. Sometimes it believes that I don't deserve. But again, we're not going to go into the thought behind it. It's just an awareness. And thank you for sharing. But look what 3 minutes can do. So again, if you're on the journey, if we are connecting with our inner child, if we are creating space to let sometimes heavy emotions come up, then we have to spend sometimes, you know, pulling it out of our toolbox, something like self-care, spending some time with positive emotions so that you can go back and spend some time with your inner child. Because if you're only spending time with the black and only with the negative, that's not what we're looking for. We want the full picture. And creating space is creating space for positive emotions to come up. Even if for some people, positive is scary. Sometimes. Wow, wow, wow. And I'm just gonna mention another few ideas just for a few minutes of things that you can do that will help you connect a little bit more to the positive emotions. Okay, like we mentioned, self-care, we discussed it a lot. There's a lot of ideas of self-care, and it has to be something that you enjoy, something that works for you, something that you actually like to do. If you don't force yourself. So number one is a journal, gratitude journal. See if that works. Every day, a few minutes, write down something you're grateful for. Some people want to write it, thank you, Hashem. Be grateful for Hashem. Not everyone has to go there right away. Sometimes you could be grateful for yourself, things in your life. You can just write, I am grateful. For some people, Hashem is sometimes an escape. It's like, I don't want to think about myself. Thank you, Hashem, for that. Thank you, Hashem, for that. Thank you, Hashem, for that. But wait a second. What did you enjoy? How did you feel? And again, it's putting the spotlight on the person, and it's work. Not always is he ready for this. If you're not ready, that's okay. Thank Hashem. Practicing mindfulness, taking deep breaths, and like what we did now for a few minutes, just being in the present moment and let the positive come in. Another one is connecting to people that you enjoy their company is very important. Relationships, make a phone call, and before you know it, the other person might need it. You think you're the only one that needs it? They might need that phone call. Make a phone call. Say hello. How are you? What's going on? Exercise, physical exercise, stretching, activities that you enjoy, hobbies. A friend of mine just mentioned to me He wants to learn how to use the flute. He thinks it's going to be very relaxing. I said, listen, if it works, it works. Everybody's different. You have to find something that works for you, that helps you find a few minutes to relax, to enjoy the moment, the peace, the quiet. What else? Positive self-talk, acts of kindness. Find something where you do some chesed, makes you feel good. Beautiful. Spending time in nature. So these are good ideas, just good ideas. How to tap into a little bit of yourself with a positive side. Okay, so while you're on the journey, we always have to have tools in our toolbox. If it's too hard to go down, to be aware of the negativity, to create that space to breathe, then go to the positive. And slowly we go back and forth a little bit more. But we have both sides, ups and downs, and it's okay. So that's it for tonight. Any questions you can put in the chat if you want. I can unmute. You can raise your hand if you have any questions, if you want to share. Let's see what we have over here. Why is it so hard to let the positive emotions in? Okay, maybe somebody in the audience wants to answer. Why is it so hard? Not for everybody, for some people it's very hard. So the basic answer is emotions are complicated. Emotions. And if you're letting emotions, if you're becoming in touch with your emotions, then you might be aware of emotions that you don't like. Another answer could be because you might think you don't deserve it. Many people grew up that way, there's no positives. We just have to do what we have to do, and there's no excitement. Maybe when somebody was very young, they were all excited and dancing around until an adult told them, excuse me, behave. And what does a kid think when you say that? Like, oops, I better behave. And the rest of his life, he's behaving. He's an adult, he grew up. Me, emotions? Nah, never. But here I am, spill the beans, that as long as we're alive, there are emotions. And we don't want to suppress them. We want to be aware of them, let them come up and be in touch. Something that we have to add to the list. Oh, to play. Yes, adults are allowed to play. Play what? In the sandbox. That's too hard. I know. I wouldn't be able to do that either. But yeah, find something that you enjoy. Find something that you enjoy. It's hard because I'm afraid of getting too high. I wonder what that means. I wonder what experiences you've had in past that when you got too high, what happened? The people around you, it's hard to connect. They look at you like you're crazy. But it's something to think about. What do you mean by getting high, and what happens? Why is it so hard? Why are you afraid of that? And if you're afraid of other people, go into a room, spend 5, 10, 15 minutes there, and you're on your own. Amazing. Too high because then comes a low. Beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute. So like we discussed, there's ups and downs. People don't want the up because they don't want the down. And that's exactly what we meant. So stop for a moment and just be aware of that, of what we're scared. We don't like that low. And a lot of people, when they're on a high, they're thinking, okay, when is the low coming? That's how their mind works. Because they know there's ups and downs. The last time I had a high, it hit me when I fell and I didn't like it. But this is part of learning how to be with those emotions, to understand what the emotions are, to be able to create that space, to sit with it, and to learn not to be scared of them, the highs and the lows. But again, it takes time and practice. What I would say is many people, they don't have the highs and lows. Everything is fine, everything is great. So then a straight line. So a straight line is not alive. You want to become alive. So slowly you want to enjoy up. And then when you feel some sadness, you can go down there and say, okay, it's okay. I'm okay. And then you go up and down. And we learn slowly to go a little bit higher, and then it goes a little bit lower. Oh, we learn new levels of those emotions. And it goes a little bit higher, a little bit lower. And sometimes in the low, you think to yourself, I don't want to be on this journey. Forget it. It's too hard. Take a deep breath and let it pass because emotions is energy in the body. Feel it, see where you feel it. Spend a few minutes with it, listen to what it's saying, and let it pass. And then go back to the high, to the low, the highs and lows. And that's being vibrant. It's being alive. Something doesn't work out. You're like, ah, you can cry. It's okay. Maybe not in public. You want to go into your room. You let some tears. It's okay. And then when you're excited, you're excited. It's being alive. It's letting the body be and not controlling the body. The other way is, I want to feel this way. Okay, so let me feel this way. No, I don't want to feel this way. I'm not going to feel this way. Let it be. Let it happen. Let it come. Let it go. Okay, beautiful, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank yourself for taking some time off for yourself, which you all deserve, even though some of you think you don't. And do it more than once. You can listen to the recording, put on some music. It could be very relaxing music. Just spend some time with yourself, journaling, whatever it is. And then come out, continue life. Thank you very much. Any questions, you can send an email, coachmenachem@gmail.com, to listen to the recording, which I know is not always up on my website, but I'm going to work on it. Emetz Hashem. That's menachembernfeld.com to listen to past recordings and to this one, to different meditations. Keep up the great work. Have a great night, and Emetz Hashem. I'll see you next week, Wednesday night. Enjoy.